Hi everyone, so as you know, I do these relationship topics every Wednesday, and I will be doing this until the end of the year, and then next year I'll probably come up with something else I'm going to do each week. So every year, last year, I think the year before it was book reviews. I just tried to do something which is a weekly thing on top of like my normal videos. So what I want to talk about in this video is trusting your partner. So trust is a key thing in relationships. We all know that. But I think when people deep down think about whether they actually trust their partner enough, you'd be surprised at how many people are saying, well, I do love him, I do, or her, I do care about them, but I don't trust them to make a decision about like a holiday. I don't trust them to make decisions regarding money. I don't trust them to make a decision about, whatever it is. So do you really then trust your partner? And part of it really is looking at your own belief system when it comes to trusting other people. That's usually where it's coming from. Because when I work with couples or even with individuals and they say, well, yeah, I know that he won't cheat on me, I trust him, but, or they say, yeah, I know that he would be okay to do the shopping and get the things that we want, but I need to do that role myself. Then sometimes it relates back to the person needing control of the situation, or the person needing to, knowing that they trust the other person, but they need to be in control of this situation. So what I would say to people is, if you are someone that is constantly second guessing yourself, but also second guessing your partner to whether, doubting them, thinking, well, they're not going to get this thing right, then maybe you need to reflect on the fact, do I actually trust this person? We live in a world at the moment where people need to feel like they need to have that element of control. You know, there's certain people I know that will stand watching someone putting up a shelf, and then they'll be checking if they're doing it right. Or they'll be watching someone doing the washing up and then telling them as they go, oh, you haven't done that properly. Oh, you need to rinse it. That's not trust. And that is also quite condescending. Because deep down, you're worried that that person isn't going to get it right. They're not worried. They're quite confident. It's the same as backseat driver. So, those people that get in your car and then they're saying, oh, you need to do this. I've got a few of them. I've got a few people who will get in my car. I've been driving for over 20 years. I've only been in probably one accident in the whole of that time. But when someone's next to you saying to you, oh, make sure you do this. Oh, you're driving too close. Oh, what if this happens? Oh, you should get in that lane. You can second guess yourself. So the whole thing comes down to trust. We need to learn to trust another person enough to, if they make a mistake, then it's still their mistake. But you almost sometimes need to say to yourself, I just need to sit back and trust that other person. Trust that they care about me enough that they're not going to intentionally hurt me. Trust that they can do this. They've got this. I don't need to be, dictating to them, monitoring them, policing them. And your relationship will improve, because when your partner sees that you say to them, could you do this? Could you put that shelf up? Could you do the washing? Could you pick the children up? And you just leave them to it. You're not on the phone to them. Have you picked the children up yet? Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to do this. It becomes like a mothering situation then, or a fathering, if it's a man saying it to a woman. It's just not enjoyable. And, these little things that I'm sort of talking about in lots of these videos might seem minor, but they turn into major things. So if you can start with that, just allowing trust to be a bigger thing in your relationship, I think it would make a difference. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.